In Dennis Prager's 1998 lecture on Exodus 26, he says that in the Hebrew text of the Torah, an artist is called a thinker. Art without thought is not considered valuable from a Torah perspective. What great art does not have an intellectual element? Breaking your guitars over your knees doesn't take thought. There's something in me that gets nervous when such people are described as artists. These people go through the door labeled artist entrance, but it's not fair to the term. Greatest art demands the greatest thought. It's generally perceived that Judaism doesn't care about art. Judaism doesn't care about art details. Why does the Torah devote so many chapters to artistic details? Prager says the Jewish people traded in the aesthetic for the intellectual and moral. The aesthetic has largely been ignored. With the destruction of the temple, art is no longer necessary in religious Jewish life. That is why the rabbis banned music in the synagogue. The Holy Temple in Jerusalem had musical instruments played on the Sabbath. The Jews used to worship God using beauty. God should be the only ends, everything else should be a means to God. What's the difference between Bach and a heavy metal concert? Think of how you feel during Guns N' Roses concert and how you'd feel during a Bach concert. Dennis notes that he was given an opportunity many years ago to have an audience with the Lubavitcher Rebbe, and he missed the opportunity. He just didn't think it was a big deal back then when he was younger and Mr. Rational. Why are there only male priests in the Torah? The desexualization of religious ritual. Sex was integral to pagan worship, including acts of intercourse at the temple. In all ancient religions you had priestesses. It would not have offended the Israelites to have priestesses. You can just imagine the ancient men, like they'd do anything to have sex, and so I'll say to the priestess, "Oh, it's not the sex that I'm into right now, I'm just thinking about Baal."